Marty Nemko. Why the Jew-Black double standard? Can you name the Black Lives Matter executive who's been indicted for stealing millions of dollars for her personal luxury travel, 6 homes, and so on? Probably not. She is Tashella Dickerson. Yet the names Jeffrey Epstein, Bernie Madoff, and Harvey Weinstein, which the media has front-paged for months at least, is top of mind. Also, did you know that the black crime rate is much higher than for other groups? For example, blacks are 13% of the population, yet commit 50+% of the murders. Yet that is little mentioned by the media. These are merely 2 examples of the double standard applied against Jews for millennia: the Inquisition, pogroms, Holocaust, and today's double standard. For example, Israel, despite being the Middle East's only democracy, with 21% of its citizens Arabs with full civil rights, including being on its Supreme Court, is judged much more harshly for trying to quell Hamas, which is committed to Israel's destruction, than the media is about the 56 Muslim-only nations that force women into burqas, perform clitorectomies, and kill LGBTs. What are the roots of the double standard? At least 2,000 years ago, with the New Testament, summarized in the play Godspell, a hit since the 1970s, including a 2012 remake, many thousands of performances. Jews are portrayed as evil and inferior. For example, the Jew walking over a starving man, and then the not-Jewish Good Samaritan helping. Godspell reflects the New Testament's emphasizing Judas, a Jew, who for 30 silver coins caused Jesus to be crucified. Here is the play's presentation of the Last Supper. Jesus and Pharisees, that is Jews, are at a table, the Last Supper table. The Pharisees become a money-producing machine, cash register, slot machine, ATM, etc. Jesus sees he is not getting through to the Pharisees. Frustrated, he turns to the audience and addresses us with urgency, getting angrier and angrier. The doctors of the law and the Pharisees sit in the chair of Moses. Therefore, listen to what they say, pay attention to their words, but do not follow their practices. For they say one thing and do another. They make up heavy packs and pile them on men's shoulders and don't raise a finger to lift the load themselves. Everything they do is for show. Oh, they go about wearing broad phylacteries with large tassels on their robes, that's Jewish prayer shawls. They like their places of honor at feasts and at synagogues, and to be greeted respectfully in the streets, and to be called teacher. But you, Pharisees, must not be called teacher, and you must call no man on earth rabbi, for you have only one rabbi, and he's in heaven. Jesus then sings, Alas, alas for you, lawyers and Pharisees, hypocrites that you are, sure that the kingdom of heaven awaits you, you will not venture half so far. Other men who might enter the gates you keep from passing through. Drag them down with you, you snakes, you vipers' brood. You cannot escape being devil's food. I send you prophets, and I send you preachers, sages in rages, and ages of teachers. Nothing can mar your mood. Judas and the other disciples? Hypocrites! Alas, alas for you, lawyers and Pharisees, hypocrites to a man, sons of the dogs who murdered the prophets, finishing off what your fathers began. You don't have time to scorn or to scoff. It's getting very late. Vengeance doesn't wait. You snakes, you vipers' brood, you cannot escape being devil's food. I send you prophets and I send you preachers, sages in rages and ages of teachers. Nothing can mar your mood. Blind guides, blind fools, the blood you've spilt on you will fall. This nation, this generation shall bear the guilt of it all. Alas, alas, alas for you blind fools. At that point, all Jesus' disciples fall to the floor, wailing and moaning, representing the Wailing Wall. Jesus says, "Oh, Jerusalem." And the disciples say, "Oh, Jerusalem." And the moaning continues. That is an absolute quote, word for word, including stage directions. Excuse me. Anti-Semitism in fiction has received far less criticism than against blacks. Dickens' iconic character Fagin, the manipulative recruiter of young boys to be pickpockets, has a hooked nose and prays in Hebrew. The long-standing hit show Little Shop of Horrors portrays the greedy, cruel proprietor as clearly Jewish with demeaning name Mushnik. The script states that he is the, quote, grumpy, stingy, and, quote, owner of a flower shop in a Jewish neighborhood, and to make his Jewishness even clearer in viewers' minds, the script has him say a few words in Yiddish. More broadly, watch a movie or TV show today, not just historically, and Jews are disproportionately portrayed as greedy and sleazy, if not in the medieval costumes, the long black coat and wool hats even in summer, which in fact are worn by only a tiny percentage of Jews, the ultra-Orthodox. That would be like portraying average Christians in monk robes. True, Jews have worked hard to succeed despite the rampant millennia-long prejudice. After all, for millennia, the Jewish culture has venerated the ability to think over physical prowess. This has been passed on through the centuries. Also core to the Jewish culture is that judging is viewed as an asset. That is antithetical to the core Christian urging that we love even the least among us. Those linchpins of Jewish culture may help explain why Jews have been in the forefront of medical discoveries, entertainment, ironically civil rights, indeed all fields that enhance gross world flourishing. Jews are just 0.2% of the population, yet 22% of the Nobel Prize winners. That is 110 times what would be expected. Why the double standard? In any event, that is why the Jew-Black double standard. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant to this is A Dose of Reality, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.